going on, you guys? I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded my last video, and a lot has happened, as you guys know. Quarantine, COVID, all that stuff, protests. It's been crazy the last couple of months, but I'm gonna just update you guys now what's been going on. So, last time I were talking to you guys, I was in my internal medicine rotation up in Oakland. I finished that rotation, took the shelf exam, and I was heading to a new city to start my surgery rotation when all of this stuff with COVID and coronavirus, that all shut down our program. So our school's kind of confused for the most part for, I think, like for about a month, because a lot of the hospitals weren't really taking in students because of liability and like a whole bunch of things that they were just not expecting. So a lot of our schools, or a lot of medical schools actually across the country, were just virtual for the most part, and some hospitals were letting students come back in like maybe a couple months back into the whole quarantine. But at least for me, since I'm in California and a lot of the cases were pretty high, especially at the hospital I was at, there were a lot of cases there, and the hospitals just weren't really comfortable letting students come back. I was stuck into quarantine until now, until, what's the date today? August 3rd. Yeah, so I recently just started my newest rotation actually in the clinic. We can't go into the actual hospital still, but it's something, you know, it's better than actually being quarantined for the last couple of months. Now, the beginning of my quarantine was very, very, I don't want to say wasted time, but I definitely could have used it a lot better. I'm looking now and I'm just like, wow, I could have taken advantage of that time a lot better and studied a lot harder. But when you're in the moment, you're not really knowing how long this quarantine is gonna last, or however long or short it is. It was kind of hard to just plan stuff out because of the whole shutdown, we weren't able to go into the hospital and continue on for our rotations. So we were doing these like random elective, you know, infectious disease courses online, and the rest of our course, especially for me, got pushed back. So I wasn't able to finish my surgery rotation, but I was able to do like another 6 weeks online, and I still have to do 2 weeks in person. So the way that our school kind of has it set up before moving students back into the hospital is that we have to do 50% of the rotation virtually and then 50% in person. So I pretty much finished every rotation virtually. I did my surgery virtual rotation, I also did my family medicine virtual rotation, and I also did my OBGYN virtual rotation. So that's about 9 weeks right there. And right now I just currently started my OBGYN in person at a clinic here in Southern California in LA. Thankfully, I'm back in the hospital. The only rotation I just haven't started at all, virtually or in person, was peds. That's just like little quick updates. I've been good. Last couple of months I've been, you know, studying, but the last like month or so, maybe like 2 months, I actually took UWorld a lot more seriously, got a little bit more focused, and I was able to get on like a nice little schedule because I'm planning to take my step 2 in September, depending on how I feel and how much I'm actually able to get done, because now that I'm actually in the hospital, I don't have a lot of free time that I did have before. So I'm gonna see how I feel, because I'm trying to do 80 a day. And that's kind of hard to do when you're actually got to go into the clinic or to the hospital, you know what I mean, and hit my onkies too. So we'll see where things go, but I'll keep you guys updated. I'll take you guys to the hospital with me tomorrow, or the clinic tomorrow. I'm at an OB-GYN clinic, and today I had about 5 patients. It was kind of like an orientation, and the nurse practitioner was kind of just walking me through and showing me how things were. The doctor that I'm under was really busy today, so hopefully we get to work with her a little bit more tomorrow. So that's pretty much everything that's been going on. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Another day on my way to clinic right now. I'm gonna pick up some breakfast. It's a nice day today. Yesterday was super hot, so thankfully today's super cloudy. I'm gonna get there, see what we do. Where's my car? Oh, here it is. But yeah, I'll catch you guys there. All right, y'all, so just got out of OB-GYN clinic today. It is 4 o'clock, give or take, and I'm about to head home. Today I got about 3 to 4 patients. Had a lot of interesting cases. Got to see 1 procedure, and then the other 2 were just kind of follow-ups just to see how, you know, the patient's doing. But you know, OB-GYN is a lot different from my previous rotations. Surgery is pretty hectic, a lot of long hours and standing around. Internal medicine is a lot of like high pace, you know, moving around patient to patient, you know, a whole bunch of big problem lists. And then psychiatry is a lot more lax, but OB-GYN is interesting. It's a little bit different. I feel like I would get a different experience if it was actually in the inpatient setting, but since I'm in the outpatient setting, things are pretty chill, and I'm not mad about it because I can get a lot of studying in. But I'm about to head home right now. I'm thinking about getting some frozen yogurt. It was really nice and cool this morning. Now it's super hot, so I'm about to close these windows, put my music on, and kind of just chill. So I'm about to go home and actually do some UWorld 2 and finish these flashcards. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Alright, it's Wednesday, just saw another patient. I was able to do the ultrasound and get the baby's heart rate. It was really cool. How you feeling, man?
I'm good.
Doing alright?
Confused.
Confused? Yep.
But good.
Typical medical student.
Yeah.
Nice.
How about you?
I'm doing alright, man. I'm just, we're seeing a lot of patients. We're mostly seeing OB patients today, so we get to practice measuring fundal height, using the ultrasound and, you know, measuring the fetal heart rate. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good, man. What about you?
I mean, I'm feeling good, but I'm still trying to diagnose pulmonary embolisms instead of, you know, babies.
Right. Yeah, but today's a pretty chill day. Every day's been pretty chill, actually, so I'm enjoying this. So it's nice being out of the house and actually being in the hospital instead of like learning from home on virtual patients instead of real patients. So you feeling pretty?
I agree.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Guys, what is up? Oh, I'm a little bit overexposed, but anyways, it is Friday, first week of in-person on-site OB-GYN is done. Well, not done yet. I still have to actually go in today. It's Friday morning. It's about 8 o'clock. I was supposed to get here around 9:30 or be here ready by 9:30, but the last like 2 days have been really busy. Sometimes I'm able to sneak in a little bit of study time, do some Anki throughout the day, but yesterday I didn't get to do that at all. And then the day before that, it was really, really busy. So I think I'm gonna have to try to change up my schedule a little bit. So I'm gonna try to get here like an hour and a half early so I can try to do some study time before I actually have to go into the clinic. And then after that, if I'm able to sneak in some time throughout the day on some downtime, because not every single patient likes seeing male patients at an OB clinic. Don't really expect us to be there. So sometimes the nurses, they ask the patients if they actually want the med students to be there and that they're male. Most of the time they've been saying yes, but a majority of the time, maybe like on the first 2 days they were saying no. But the last like 2 days, like they've been saying yes. So we've been having to see all of them, so I didn't get to study in other moments here and there. So anyways, I'm gonna try to do some studying before I actually have to go into the clinic, and then we'll see what I have to do after. I have to like try to get my attending to read my HMP and progress note. Hopefully she's able to, because you know it's kind of a required thing for professionalism and you know for my clinical grade. So I'll catch you guys a little bit later. All right, y'all, so it is week 2, Monday. I'm expecting that since we've already got like a week under our belts that our doctor is gonna expect a little bit more from us. So I'm going in there with that mentality. If she does, good, I'm already expecting that. If she doesn't, hey, you know, can't do anything about that. But Next week, I'm realizing that I'm gonna be taking my OB-GYN shelf. It's kind of weird because whenever I start a new rotation, I'm just like, okay, it's gonna be at least 6 weeks minimum, but I keep forgetting that I have already done the 3 weeks virtual. And for our school, I think I've told you guys before, we have to do 50% virtual and then 50% in the actual hospital just because of all this corona business. But anyways, so I gotta start prepping for that because I've been studying as if I'm gonna be taking my step in, which I have scheduled for September 21st. So I gotta do a little bit more OB-GYN focused studying. So I'm gonna try to pick that up today. I'm gonna continue on with my 80 U-World questions a day and see if I can like do a little bit of a hardcore OB-GYN review. But I'm about to head in because it's like 9:18. We're supposed to be there 9:30. So, you know, med students, you gotta show up at least like 10 minutes early just to show that you're, you know, responsible and professional. So I'm about to walk in and then I'll talk to you guys later. You guys just got out of the clinic. Wednesdays are always the busiest. Usually like Thursday, Friday, we don't really get that many patients. So usually Tuesday, Wednesday, all the patients are like stacked up, but we got out, we had a really good day, talked to the attending today to kind of get some feedback on how I'm doing. And she said I was doing pretty good with my presentations and patient etiquette. Everything's doing pretty well. So I'm on cloud 9. I'm about to get out of here. Let me go ahead and take this mask off. Hold up. You know, these N95s are killer on my face. But anyways, I'm gonna see you guys later. I'm about to go home, hit some U-Worlds, get ready for this shelf next week. All right, peace. What's up, you guys? So week 3, last week of my OB-GYN rotation, or week 6 in total, and this is the last week of my OB-GYN rotation, and I should be taking the shelf exam. I'm not really sure, this Friday, Saturday, I'm not really sure because things are still a little bit weird with the prometric sites. Some people are taking it from home. I'm assuming that that's what's gonna happen for me. I don't really have a problem with that. I think they just have to have us have like a webcam just to watch us and everything. But I wouldn't mind doing a prometric site just to like kind of prep for you know, the location site for where I'm gonna be taking my step exam. Ooh, let me take these off, oh, too much glare. But yeah, I took 2 practice exams yesterday. I think the shelf exams is like 100 and something questions, so I just did 2 shelf exams back to back. The first one was good, the second one was like, made a lot of dumb mistakes and changed my answers. That's like a huge issue with me, is like sometimes I just kind of like change my answers. Always stick with your first option unless you have clear evidence that it is completely wrong. So trying to break that habit, but you know, old habits die hard, you know. So I'm going to be taking another 2 today. I think I'm going to be doing MBME shelf 3 and 4 back to back, and then tomorrow I'm going to do 5 and 6, and then after that I should be just doing a whole bunch of more practice questions. I think I'm going to save my U-World practice questions for my step 1 exam and just do AMBOSS questions all weeks. I don't really mind them. I kind of like them, actually. I was kind of like a little skeptical on AMBOSS before, but now that things are kind of a little bit condensed and like I don't really want to spend too much time just reading through a whole bunch of stuff. I just want to do practice questions. I'm trying to, you know, find as many questions that I can do. So right now I'm just waiting outside of my clinic. It is about 8:54. We're starting 9:30, so I'm just going to do a couple of more practice questions before I go in. So I'll talk to you guys later. You guys, what is good? So today is the official last day of my OB-GYN rotation. It's been a really quick 3 weeks, actually. It kind of flew by. Almost didn't really realize that today was my last day until like this morning. I was like, whoa, today's like my last day. So a couple of things. Today's usually a half day. Thursdays and Fridays we usually finish things by 12, and then I think on Wednesday I got like a dedicated study time day. So like we got out by like I think like almost 12:30. So had a lot of half days this week, so I'm gonna try to take advantage of today, especially really good, so I can use that ultrasound a lot. You don't get to really use that ultrasound that much in med school, unless you're like some special class or, you know, a certain rotation that you're at allows you to practice a lot. So even though it's only, you know, checking on babies, fetal heart rates, and all that stuff, checking the placenta, I just like using the ultrasound and, like, you know, kind of getting used to the mechanism and how to properly position and, you know, fan and properly use it. So I'm gonna do that. I also brought some Portos. I don't know if it's I don't know if Portos is like a branch across the US or if it's just in California or what, but I got it for the staff. I really like the staff and they're really nice to me and they help me out a lot, so figured I'd show something, a little, you know, token of my appreciation. So I'm gonna go in there. I have to get a couple of my things signed by the attending, like my H&Ps and my soaps. We have to like turn those in every week, so I'm gonna do that. And then today I also should be finding out the doctor that I'm going to be rotating with for my new rotation next week, which is going to be family medicine. Don't really know too much about the family medicine program here, but I'm gonna ask a couple of my friends, see how they are. Regardless, you know, should be a good day. So I'm gonna head in right now. It's about, what time is it right now? It's about to be 9 o'clock. Supposed to be in there at 9:30, but I kind of got a lot of stuff on me, so I'm just gonna go in right now. That is a wrap. We are done with OB-GYN. I really enjoyed this rotation. I wasn't sure if the doctor was gonna come in or not because Fridays she usually comes in late, but I was able to see her, give her my letter, say my goodbyes. She told me to make sure I pass my my shelf. I told her I won't let her down. So yeah, that's everything. I don't know if you guys like the rotations or like the vlogs that are like this, where I just record everything for the past 3 weeks, because if I try to do it my previous ways where I try to just do it weekly, I don't know if it would have been enough content, but you guys just let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, I will see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.